Hello everybody, I'm Boaz Fyler. I'm an evolutionary astrologer and I'm here with the evolutionary astrology message for the week between August 17th to 24th, 2019. So what is the sky looking like and what are we heading into? As the weatherman, I'm keeping it as short and brief as I can, but I'm going to tell you, all my darlings, that we are heading back to work. We are heading back to school. We are heading back to routine, maintenance, and taking care of whatever we need to take care of. With all that earth energy coming in, with all this Virgo energy coming in, we wouldn't be able to enjoy the same joie de vivre and light and fun of summer and Leo anymore. It takes us back to the earth and back to the cyclic motion of our life and the preparation for the next cycle. Much more practicality coming in. I love the sign of Virgo. It is a sign that brings service to the world, that acts altruistically. Or, that's a question, because Virgo does recognize that we are all linked. Like the Lakota say, we are all related. And so, if there is a discretion, if there is a fault down the line, this is a chain that's going to lead up to me. Eventually, I'm going to get hurt by it as well. Suffering is not isolated, and once it occurs, it floats down the cable and reaches me. And that's why Virgos want to be the bosses of everything, because they want to make sure that the quality is maintained down the line. So when all this Virgo energy comes in to our spectrum, we become much more hands-on on things, wanting much more control and the need to perfect things and hone our edges. We start to see all the little things and they start buttering us more and more. But we have to remember that the worst enemy, the arch nemesis of very good, is perfect. And many times, if we can't do something in a perfect manner, we'd rather not do it at all, because the stress building up can paralyze us. That's the problem of Virgos. They become too intense with making sure that everything is kept clean, sane, healthy, and in order. And this isn't an orderly world that we're living in. We're living in a chaotic, malfunctioning, dirty world. And for a Virgo, that could be very stressful. That's why they develop OCD. That's a Virgo disease. So let's see what else is happening over the weeks and over this week, and go down to the days level. So on the one hand, we had a very stressful time over the past few weeks with long-term relationships. Juno, the pattern of long-term relationships, was conjunct Mars, the god of war. But Mars is leaving and walking away, heading on, as Venus, the goddess of love, harmony, satisfaction, and relationships, joins Juno. And as they join, we could feel an energy lifting and just a sense of peace and harmony entering those long-term relationships in our life, and the rekindling of the value and satisfaction that those bring to us. It is a magical time within relationships, or even new meetings and new acquaintances within the next 2 weeks. If you are in a relationship, I would definitely utilize this time to walk forward and upgrade the relationships together, to allow myself and her and him and whoever and them, to step out of our usual borders and comfort zones and try something new, adapt and walk forward. And many times we don't have the tolerance to do that, and we choose to go outside. So if you are in a relationship, I would say try and upgrade this relationship right now. It is a magical time for it. Rekindle passion, rekindle love, rekindle satisfaction and value between you two, as Mars and Venus the celestial lovers are joining at the end of this week in the heavens. The male and the female, the two yin and yang energies are getting involved in this orgy, in this lovemaking in the heavens. That's when they meet and hug and embrace. And it is a time that we could do the same. Not that I'm suggesting that you start going on sexual escapades, but if you are in a relationship, please try to heighten and upgrade that relationship through love and kindness, not through judgment and anger throughout the next 2 weeks. And if you're not in a relationship, this is a wonderful time to meet new people and kindle that sense of kinship and love and passion. So definitely put yourself out there and don't say no to any opportunities. So Saturday the 17th is a great day to watch Netflix all day long and go to the movies or a show on Broadway, or just go outside to nature or involve yourself in anything spiritual or artistic. The moon is going to be in Pisces, squaring Jupiter and smack on Neptune. It's a day to be passive in. If you have some sun, it's a great day for sun tanning and just, being couch potatoes as well. But I would say, go for the spiritual or artistic or just out to nature side, if you can, if everything is permitting it. Sunday the 18th, a lot of energies for a Sunday as the moon is in Leo and Mars is moving into Virgo. A lot of planets moving into Virgo this week. Mars is the first that is moving into Virgo this week on the 18th, and making us all more critical and more punctual and more long-term and more analytical with our passions and needs and actions. Mars in Virgo could be quite an a-hole because he could be so critical that the stress, the inner stress, just, drives him, makes him a burden to himself and to his society and to the people close to him. So we have to be careful not to become too critical. Remember, the arch nemesis of very good is perfect, and we need to aim for very good. On the other hand, we can tame our desires and we could better our actions and tune them into a more healthy lifestyle in the long run with this signature. Juno and Venus are conjunct exactly on Sunday the 18th, and we're going to feel it all through the week as they're walking hand in hand. Monday the 19th, great day for communication. It's a grand fire trine day between Mercury and Jupiter and the moon. The moon is conjunct Chiron that day. That means it joins that fire trine, and healing is a theme that can come up, talking about things that we were afraid to communicate before, talking about emotional needs and desires with our loved ones can be an amazing day for that, or just, to move forward, to take this energy to move forward and progress. This is such a fruitful time that we are heading into. Tuesday the 20th is the most sensitive day of the week with the moon squaring Saturn and squaring Pluto, and the moon is in Aries, so just watch it. On the 21st, feels much better as the sun is trining the moon. It's a little bit of a happy-go-lucky atmosphere, and trining the moon is trining both Venus and Mars. So a lot of energies in the air. Could be a lot of love in the air as well. The moon is in Taurus. It's an amazing day, both Wednesday and Thursday, to actually bring the bacon, or if you're vegan, and bring the fruits back home, progress, put things down on the ground, establish things, and actually pull a great value out of this time for you. It could be a very good time to build infrastructure, and Venus is going to move into Virgo as well on Wednesday. That is also a day And when Venus moves into Virgo, we could take better care of our body. It's a great time for health decisions. It's a great time to change your health habits and your diet, and it's also a good time to understand what needs to be corrected within our relationships without being continually unsatisfied with our spouse. We are more susceptible to stress-related diseases at this time. Mercury is going to trine Jupiter exactly on that day, and when Mercury trines Jupiter, we could feel it all through the week, and we could feel the expansive energy, expansive mental energy that is in the air. We can broaden our information, we can get new understandings, we can become wiser and heighten our awareness and broaden our horizons. As I said, this is a great week for studies, a great week for deals, a great week for tests, and a great week for driving tests as well. It's also a good weekend for traveling. But when the nighttime of Wednesday comes in, please be tolerant, as the moon is going to conjunct Uranus, and I don't want you to lash out on anybody. It goes on Thursday the 22nd, and that's again a beautiful day to do things career related or work related and establish them on the grounds. Just please try to be as discreet and professional and kind and courteous on that day as if you can, because there is a square to Mercury that can make us a little untactful. Friday the 23rd brings kind of an edgy weekend. The sun is moving into Virgo as well, so happy birthday all you Virgos, and I love you, and you're amazing, most of you at least. And this is not a day to rely on exterior sources of support. This is a day to look within you for that support that is needed. If you look outside throughout this day, you might get disappointed that people in your environment are not sensitive enough, and you can become resentful. I don't want you to do that. I want you to take care of your own please. Saturday the 24th still has this edgy energy. The moon is squaring Mars, and towards the nighttime, that's where the sparks fly, and I mean it in a positive way, as Venus and Mars meet in the heavens. As I said, when the two heavenly lovers meet, it's a time for celebration between males and females, couples, males and males, females and females, them and them, whatever does it to you, as long as you're not harming anyone else. So yeah, Saturday night, make a date out of it. Just don't go too far. The moon is opposed by Jupiter. We might go a little too far. So tame yourself down and do enjoy it. And I hope you're going to have an amazing week. May you live long and prosper. Bye-bye.